Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting one for you today, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Whoops, sorry, I'm like wobbling my phone a little bit too much there. I got too excited. I'm gonna continue my series on chai teas with one of my favorites, Rooibos Vanilla Chai. This one is the one that got me started on like Rooibos teas. Oh man, this was so good. It was the Teresa, welcome. Miriam, welcome. You guys like make a comment or something because I want to make sure that I'm able to see it. I deleted the app and then reinstalled it. Hopefully that fixes whatever it is that was messing up before. If not, back to the old drawing board. Actually, no, sorry about that. I deleted the Messenger app. I didn't delete the Facebook app. That might be something that I would need to do. But anyway, yeah, go ahead and comment real quick just to make sure that I'm able to see what you guys. There you go. Okay, now I can see you. All right, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Oh, thank you. I shaved myself. I got myself a little haircut. I'm feeling all nice and clean. The only thing is that this is starting to get a little cold. So yeah, this was not a good idea to get this super short. But whatever. I went ahead and started the water. Rooibos teas is one of my favorites. You guys have known that I talk a lot about Rooibos. I haven't done a whole lot of Rooibos streams, but this was one of my favorites. This one, I mean, not only is it spicy, but it's also sweet, and it's one of my all time favorite chais. So I'm gonna go ahead without further ado and open this puppy up because, oh man, I can't wait to get started. Oh, I love this scent. It's very sweet and it's very wholesome. It doesn't smell like traditional vanilla, if that makes sense. It's more of a perfumey kind of vanilla scent to it. It's hard to describe really when you're tasting it. Like for some reason for me the taste and the scent kind of differ. I don't like the scent, like the fake vanilla kind of scent to it. But this one it's very wholesome. It's a little bit sweeter than usual, but I'll go ahead and pour some of this out so that you guys can see. I hope that's not too much. I might have overdone it, got myself a little excited. I mean, not that it matters, because I'm going to drink it all anyway, but... Oh, actually, I didn't put enough in. Okay, I'll put a little bit more. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's a good amount. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like real quick. It's a really bright-looking tea. Take a look at that. It's a lot of yellow, a lot of tan, and a lot of brown. There's a lot of lively color. I love the way that this thing looks. I mean, it looks and it smells amazing. It brightens up your day basically, and this is one of the things that I love about Rooibos is it looks it looks very bright. Hey Ma, welcome. It looks very bright, almost like a desert ground. I don't know. I love that kind of a thing. So it sounds like my water is almost ready. So since this is a Rooibos blend, I mean, sorry, an herbal blend, I'm going to be steeping this at 212 degrees for about 5 minutes. It can stay in there longer. It doesn't matter because it's super hard to oversteep. But oh, excuse me. I haven't even started drinking yet. It's super hard to oversteep. Ah, there it goes again, number 2. It's really hard to oversteep, but that's part of the charm. Like, you don't have to worry about it so much. You can set it and forget it for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. When I make this as an iced tea, it's amazing. Like, I can set it there for an hour. No, she had plenty of other reasons to smack me. Just saying. But I had to slurp because that's part of the traditional way of tasting tea. So, you know, that's like an unjust punishment for something that's totally natural and totally allowable in the day. In the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, in the culture. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you guys ate a whole lot of delicious food, had some family time, had some quality memories in the to look back on. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I know that you promised her, but still, it was unjust, and it was one of those, I don't know what it was. Hey, Shadow, welcome. I don't know what to pronounce. I don't know how else to describe it. It was just unjust. So anyway, for those of you who are just joining, this is Rooibos Vanilla Chai. It's one of my favorites. Shanna, you know this is one of my favorites. I actually use this as a base in some of the teas that I created. I mentioned it last week. Part of my first Dai chai was the masala chai and this one, the Rooibos Vanilla Chai. I figure, you know, doing back-to-back and bringing up the Dai chai would be one of my, you know, significant. So that's why I chose this one this week. But yeah, it's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm thrilled to taste it for you guys today. Now, normally I would drink this sweetened only because when I make it as an iced tea, I make it nice and sweet. Today I'm not going to sweeten it because I'm making it hot, but I'm also expecting to sweat a little bit, only because it's not as cold as I thought it would be, and it's like you guys have seen me sweat before for the really spicy teas, but it's so worth it. Like, when it gets colder later on in the year, this is going to be one of my go-to teas, and it's outstanding. You know, I love this tea so much. I'm waiting for it to. It looks like I have 2 more minutes for Quackhead to go off. But once it does, I'm gonna dive right in because I cannot wait. This is like it's been a while since I've had it. I don't normally drink it during the other seasons, but during the winter, this is one of my favorites. When you drink it nice and hot, you know what? I almost forgot to go through the ingredients. But when you drink it nice and hot, because it's spicy, it basically warms you from the inside out, so it lasts a lot longer. Yeah, I know. I'm not looking forward to the snow. Oh, there's Quackhead. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. And oh my god, it smells like the aroma is just all over the place. My face looks soft. No, I'm not moisturizing. I am just soft-faced. No, it's, I don't know, I think it's like maybe the camera. The camera has like a smooth face feature. I don't know. But yeah, let me go through the ingredients real quick. So let's see. It's got Rooibos tea, which is a red tea. Blah, blah. Ginger root, cinnamon bark, cloves, cardamom, orange peels, and natural vanilla flavor. That is true. It helps. It helps tenderize the meat of my cheeks. Oh, I am not looking forward to the snow tomorrow night. Not at all, because I've got a midnight movie to attend, and that's not going to be fun. Madison, welcome, first timer. We have Madison today. Everybody, welcome, Madison. She just joined today. One of my friends from IMVU. Yeah. So everybody, say hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm doing a Rooibos vanilla chai, and it's one of my favorites. I'm just about to pour some out. What was this? I put lotion on my... Yes, I did. I admit that. It was that shower lotion thing. I don't know. But whatever. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this out before I get too distracted. Ooh, that's hot. I'm going to use my towel. Now take a look at that. It's like a very, very bright gold color to it. Generally, you guys have seen the teas that I usually use. They're either super bright or super or super dark. This one is like right in the middle. It's got a nice even temperature. I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a moment. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Oh, I can smell it. Oh my god, that just smells amazing. I can't wait to dig in. But before I get too close, take a look at that. You could see the red tinge to it. That's why it's called a Rooibos is a red bush. It's technically not a tea. It's an herbal blend, and I'm about to have a warm welcome for for my belly too. Because take a look at that. You'll notice that there's it's kind of golden around around the edge, but it never gets too dark in the middle. Like you'll see, it's red. It's kind of like an apple cider picture, an apple cider color to it. You can see that it's really, really beautiful. Like that. That's a beautiful color right there. So that just goes to show I did not mess up this cup. And you know, you guys have seen it before when I accidentally oversteep. This one I have not. I want to show you guys in just a second what it looks like when it's wet. Now it doesn't expand too much, only because Rooibos is a short leaf, so it's not going to expand. It's not going to expand much at all. But take a look at that. You see, everything looks like it's slightly darker, but it hasn't changed much in color. You'll see the orange peels have gotten darker, probably absorbing the color from the ginger root. I mean, not the ginger root, the cloves. And it still has that ground. Hey, if you really want some, I always send the link at the end of the stream. So if you're really interested, I'll show you where to get some. You'll see here that it looks like that's the ginger root that has expanded a little bit, but it still has that look of like a desert gravel kind of look to it. And it actually kind of feels like, you'll see how it sticks to my finger. It kind of feels like a little like gravelly, because everything is short, everything is still it doesn't absorb the water very much, so it's still kind of hard. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I'm trying to not make it too. There we go. It was a little too blurry, but yeah, it's got, even after it's steeped, it stays kind of hard and stiff. But here we go. And to those who have a dirty mind, you're welcome. I just handed you all those comments right there. Mm. Oh yeah, that is some good stuff. Now the thing about Rooibos is it has like a certain taste to it. And Shanna, I know you don't like Rooibos all that much, only because it has a bit of a like a grainy aftertaste, which I tend not to mind, only because the taste of the Rooibos is good enough on its own. Hold on, it just logged me out of my computer. Gotta log back in. There we go. Okay, so I want to talk about the taste a little bit. The description on the website. It says, well, I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to rely on the on the description on the website too much because that takes away from the personal effect. Yeah, I just changed my mind right in front of you guys. Mm. Yeah, I know you're not a fan of that specific taste. I mean, to me, it tastes a little bit. It is slightly grainy, but I don't have many texture issues when it comes to eating or drinking. And actually, to me, it kind of enhances it. Yeah, and like Rooibos has a very distinct flavor to it, and I personally love it. Oh, excuse me. I personally love it, and it's like, Colleen, welcome. It's been a while since you've been here. So take a seat and enjoy. So, anyway, yeah, like when you taste Rooibos, it's got like a sweeter, grainy kind of taste to it. But the vanilla in it, you taste like the vanilla and the orange the most, followed by the spices of it, and the spices have a really nice kick to it. So if you have a taste for something spicy, this is the way to go. Charlie, welcome. It's been a while since you came too. I'm glad you made it. This one is one of my favorites. So you guys came at the right time. I'm loving this. It's I'm doing Rooibos vanilla chai. Well, I'm glad you did because it's been a while since you showed up. Oh, now the thing about this specific blend is that the spices are an overall kind of taste. Like it doesn't just stick to one part of the tongue. Like sometimes you have a taste that only sticks to the front or to the back, or even like when you drink something. Sometimes, like I've had experiences where you had tastes in waves. Like first you'll taste the sweet, and then you taste the spice, and then you taste the bitter, whatever it may be, like in different stages. This one has an overall mouthfeel. You see, Colleen, you're right with me. I love Rooibos too. It's so good. What was that? Miriam says you feel Shanna on this. The masala has a texture that ruins it. You see, that's the thing. Like the masala chai. I thought you liked I thought you liked masala chai. Unless you're talking about because the masala chai is a regular tea. It's not Rooibos. So I don't know what the texture specifically you're referring to. Because that's the same tea that you would have in the same tea leaf that you would have in any other blend. Oh, you got it from the tea exchange? I didn't have. I never had their. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I didn't know that their masala chai had Rooibos in it. I thought it was just going to be a regular traditional masala chai. But that does make sense. But yeah, I mean, as long as if you can get past the the texture to it, it's very rewarding. Like I stand by my Rooibos teas so much. Like you guys have heard me sing the praises many times, and I always stand by it. Rooibos, let me backpedal a little bit. The first Rooibos tea I ever had was Rooibos vanilla. I don't think I had the Rooibos vanilla chai until a little bit later on. Um, yeah, well, I mean, it depends on the person. Sometimes it takes work, but for me, I was just naturally attracted to it. Only because you didn't have to have that added sweetener to it. Granted, all teas have a little bit of an acquired taste. It just depends on what you're willing to tolerate and what you're willing to learn to love. I took to Rooibos pretty quickly because it's a little bit of a thicker kind of taste to it, and it's not too watery. So that's what attracted me to it to begin with. I can't stand Nestor. Welcome. I can't stand when a tea is too watery because I mean it just becomes flavored water, and at that point it's not worth drinking. At least not to me, because I could always just make some flavored lemon water or something on my own. But when you have a nice full flavor like a Rooibos, then you don't have to worry about that. Oh, there we go. Oh, and Madison, just so you know, I'm slurping the tea on purpose because traditionally that's the best way to taste a tea. So, contrary to some people, they would. What is the first tea I ever tried? Now, I that's a bit of a strange question because the first tea was like was Lipton, and I hated Lipton. Ugh, I hated Lipton. But the very first tea that I had that was actually good was the Adagio pumpkin spice. And I mean, I remember this vividly. I was walking by. I think I've told this story a couple times, but I love telling it. I was walking around with a friend of mine, and we passed by Adagio. They were giving out little samples of the pumpkin spice, and I was like, "Pumpkin spice tea? I never knew that tea came in different flavors." So I had it, and it was really good. So I was like, "All right, let's go in," and did some browsing. And I wound up getting the coconut pouchong and the blood orange, and I was hooked. But yeah, that had me that had me going. So Colleen, you said that some floral. Oh, you had a floral Rooibos with no sweetener. What kind of floral was it? I would imagine hibiscus would go really great with Rooibos. Um, Maybe I don't know. Was it too picky about the noise? What do you mean you're not too picky about the noise? Makes it sound. Oh, the slurping. Okay, yeah. Okay, I gotcha. That took me a second to catch on, but yeah, like the some people have issue with it, and they make they make their issues clear, mom. But whenever you're drinking a hot tea, that's the best way to taste it. Once it cools down and your mouth is able to adapt better, you can pick up on it on the flavors a little bit better. Um, but as it stands, slurping is standard. Uh, you you cannot get me for this only because you'll have to like get everybody who is a conscientious tea drinker. I guess you can say I don't even know if that makes any sense. But anyway, but yeah, that's the way that it's supposed to be drunk, dranken. I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, but this, I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, the floral. Um, so I'm thinking you would need to have like some sort of um, like a strong floral over 10 years ago. Wow, but you still remember that it was a floral rooibos. You know what? That might not be such a bad idea. I think I'll blend rooibos with hibiscus and something else. That is a good idea. You'll have to remind me about that later, or message me with just rooibos and hibiscus. Oh, excuse me. Still getting the hiccups. Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead, take notes. All you like. As a matter of fact, every time I finish a stream, I also put it on YouTube. So I'll link you later to my YouTube channel so you can catch up on the previous stuff. You'll probably be entertained because Lord knows a lot of stupid things happen on this stream as well. I get a lot of bloopers. Mm. Oh, that's so good. And the thing about this is like when you swallow, the heat hits you right away in the back of the throat. Chamomile rooibos? Hmm. That I accidentally did say hi biscuits. Hibiscus. I know. I caught myself saying it, but I was like, just keep going. Maybe nobody nobody picked it up, but they did. That's fine by me. I mean, like nobody's perfect. I just come really really close. Oh, you have seen them. Oh, okay. Well then, great. I don't have to link you later. Less work for me. Mm. Oh, it's so good. From a year ago? God, I've been doing this that long? Yeah, no, I think I'm going on like, God, I think I'm going on like 2.5 years now. I've been doing this a long time, but you know what? It's still going. It's something that I really enjoy, even after all this time, and yeah, I keep finding things interesting, you know. And to keep going, like I have some plans for you guys later on for next month. I've already got two teas at least picked out. So this is gonna be an interesting month. Um, I'm just debating which one to do first, but I'll make that announcement as it comes. I still have next week's tea to go through, and that one easy because I've already picked it out a month ago. It's gonna be one of my personal all-time favorites, the Thai chai. But I'll talk about more about that later. Me too. I am surprised I'm not sponsored yet. But I just haven't been discovered. That's okay. I mean, I don't do this for the sponsorship. When is striptease? Um, we still like. I don't know if you want to wait for Samurai Mate to be introduced, or if you want to do it with the citrus. Either way, I'm fine with it. I'm also waiting for my friend to complete the labels. Um, yeah, Shanna has she's gotten hooked on that one. That's for you guys who are a little bit outside the loop. Striptease is going to be one of my was going to be one of the blends that I add to my collection of I don't know Big D's teas. That's what it was. I have a I have a line of teas that I have with really weird funny names to them. That one is going to be strip teas, and that one's going to be on there. I also have what was it? Lady Calm Your Teats, and what was this? Tea, was it Tea's Nuts? I think it was Tea's Nuts. But yeah, that's like I like to keep things interesting. But yeah, striptease is gonna be the next one. Once I get the label completed, I'll have to talk to my friend to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get a photo or something. Innuendos, that is right. Alejandra, welcome. You're a little bit late. Usually you're like one of the first ones here. You and Wally, so I don't know what happened. You guys like fell asleep on me. It was a time change. Also, it was your for oh yeah the that was your joke on the thing. That's why yeah, Miriam is getting partial credit for this one as well. Um I'll make sure that your name is on the no, my thing fell asleep again. My computer there doggone it. My computer fell asleep and I hate that I have to log in every single time. There we go. Okay, no problem. Have a good night and enjoy your shift at work. And if you get the chance, like I'll link you to this stream later, just so you know how it ends up. Anyway, going back into here. Mm. I'm gonna hold it. I should have mentioned. Oh, was it? You'll also be in that stream? Absolutely. Once we have it, once we have it all sorted out, it's gonna be awesome. I should have mentioned before that I was going to hold it in my mouth just a little bit to describe some of the flavor. Now it's a little bit tricky sometimes because you have the hot temperature as well as the hot spice, so it's a little bit difficult to really sort through the flavors that are in there. Only because when things are hot, it it's kind of harder to taste. Things that are colder are easier to decipher everything out of. But I'm gonna hold it in my mouth just a little bit. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's so good. I know you're probably having your dirty thoughts right now, Miriam. But it's got like a very it's kind of like a sweet soup, if that makes sense. You have this kind of it's right on the verge of sweet and savory, where you have um the sweetness of the vanilla and the rooibos, but the spices are so concentrated that you get this kind of a like a soupy. I don't want to say salty, but you have like a soupy, savory blend to it. Was this? No, they don't have the samurai mate to use. That's why I've been putting it off. But I mean, if you're okay with the citrus mate instead, then by all means. It's I can always do that one later. With the samurai mate, we'll just give it a different name. But I mean, it's a really good blend. I've had it myself, and oh man, it's amazing. But yeah, we'll get that to you really soon. I'll as a matter of fact, if my friend is on tonight, I'll see if she's willing to make that for me. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun project. Okay, so you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Yeah, we need to try the citrus. Well, you've had the citrus before. That was the number two. Remember? It was the citrus mate. Samurai mate was the first choice. But citrus, it was good still. Mm-hmm. Well, you think I'm lying? Forget about it. Yeah, we the citrus mate was the first blend that we tried, and then we tried it with samurai, and then we were like, okay, samurai is better. Let's make the blend with samurai, and then we found out that samurai wasn't on the website. You trust Shanna, of course. It's just you don't trust my smooth baby like face. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Yeah, we're like losing everybody because they were. Oh, excuse me, they weren't there. Oh, I got the hiccups. I'm trying not to die on camera right now. I, dag nabbit. Ah, I think it worked. Did it work? Maybe? Yeah, okay. I can breathe again and I can talk. No, the Dai by Chai is something completely different. Dai by Chai was the masala chai with the vanilla rooibos. Dial 911. Yeah, what's the number to that again? No. Anyway, I think I'm as I was saying, is I think I was like losing some of our viewers. What happened was we were testing out different blends at Naperville, and one of them that we particularly liked. I'm not gonna say what's in it because it's gonna be a bit of a surprise. Once it's on the website, I'll make the announcement. But for now, we'll keep the recipe under wraps. And what's your question, Miriam? Oh, Miriam. And while you're asking, I'm going to go ahead and top myself off because I'm running a little bit low. Oh, what a beautiful looking tea. Oh, that was not as much as I was hoping for. I only have half a cup left. All because of those hiccups, I had to down some of it super fast, but that's okay. I'll make do with what I got. Oh, my nose. Oh, and that's the one thing about really strong chais. They will clear you out. So if you have any like nose issues, or like if you're having trouble, if you got a cold or something, this will it'll empty out your nose in no time. What was this? When you use loose tea in a strainer thing, the infuser, for cups, do I pour the water on top, or do I sit the basket in the water? You can do it either way. I prefer doing it from the top, only because the tea tends to float, so it takes a little bit longer for the tea on top to get wet. I mean, granted, there's very little difference. I just prefer it on top so that you get the fuller flavor from the get-go. You love the tea holder? You mean the teapot on this one? Yes, the teapot. Thanks. This one was it was a labored purchase. Shanna was there. She made me buy it. But Shanna, Chris Kindlemart is going to have Geschwender, which is a tea place that it's starting to grow on me. I have to admit. But yeah, I think that would be a really good encouragement. Only because like to me, um, there's not a whole lot of variety. Like you'll have food and Christmas decorations, and that's like 90% of Chris Kindle Mart. The rest is like sweaters and hats and stuff like that. But you only get like two or three. Oh, and the clock, the clock thing. But yeah, it's like there's not a whole lot of different stuff. But now that Geschwend is gonna be there, I think I mean, I'd be more encouraged to go and see what they have available. Um, what sounds good? The Chris Kindle Mart. Honestly, the one at what is it? Bryant Park. I like that one better. I mean, they have more of a variety. They have like maybe two or three food spots, and then the rest is like sweaters and toys and books and like tons of different things. So I mean, like I've been spoiled. Real cuckoo clocks, but not real cuckoos. Because that would be sad if they stuffed a cuckoo and put it in there. Plus, cuckoos are a lot bigger than than the ones in the clock. I got to see that. Oh yeah, they had that at the Lincoln Park Zoo. They had cuckoos, and we actually heard them go cuckoo. So it's like, yay! I was thrilled. That was the time of my life. Well, what do you mean if I go? I'm probably going to. We'll see. Like it's not a terrible waste of time or anything. It's just I've been spoiled by the Bryant Park version. Even the one by Central Park where they have it at the entrance, that one was pretty good too. And then the Glühwein. No, I think I'm saying it wrong. Glühwein. But yeah, like I had the Glühwein last year, the non-alcoholic one. That is true. If I do go, I would be the real cuckoo without my Cocoa Puffs. Mm. Oh, that's really nice. As it cools down, it gets creamier. Oh, that's so good. And I know what you're thinking, Miriam. You and your dirty mind. So you're going to Chris Kindle Mart on your birthday? I thought that oh, that's right, because it's on a Tuesday this year, right? I think that you mentioned that it's on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I want to say Tuesday, but I remember ish. Old man brain. But anyway, yeah. Like I mean, it might be worth a shot. I'm gonna have days off during Christmas week, so I'm that whole 2 weeks. I'm having 11 days off, so I'll be able to go during a weekday. Probably not the week of your birthday, but we'll see. I'll figure it out if I decide to go. But if I do, just know that Tea Geschwenda is one of the biggest influences of me making that decision. I want that on record because they're pretty good. It's a weekday, so it won't be busy. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if it wasn't a weekday, I don't know. It wouldn't faze me much either way. But that's just me. I'm just being a butthead right now. The 10th. Okay, yeah. What was it? Oh, wait. Let me take a look at because the 9th, I believe, is the Sunday. So then that would be so the 10th. Ah, okay. That's kind of cool. The I'm going to on the 9th, which is a Sunday. I'm going to a tea pairing at Kashwenda. They're gonna do pairing teas um like last time they did it with specifically chocolates. This time it's gonna be like desserts. Um, I had I left it at work. I had the menu um at work. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me because I have it in my email too. They sent me the menu of what's going to be on it, and woo, it was so good. All right, so let's see. Oh, I know you're interested in that, Therese. Okay, so they're gonna have candy bacon dipped in mashed potatoes. I can't stream that. It's gonna be hosted by somebody else, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, everybody, look at this! Hey, hey!" No, that's not something I can really stream. And they're having like a super special chef to do this. But they're gonna have a candy bacon dipped mashed potatoes, holiday flavored churros. They have red dough pierogies filled with matcha cheesecake. Oh, excuse me. And holiday cookies drizzled in chocolate. And they're gonna be I can ask them, but like they're I'm okay, I will ask, I promise, but I can't make any promises of what they'll say. Because that's something that like they're having his name is Chef Philippe. So Chef Philippe is gonna be hosting this thing, and I don't know if he's gonna want to be on camera. I mean, if you want to come, it's in Chicago. I can give you the information, and you can RSVP. But like, I can't, I can't promise that it's gonna be any it's gonna be able to be streamed. But I mean, it sounds amazing. Like the especially like the bacon, the candied bacon with mashed potatoes. It sounds legit. Just deleting. There we go. It was just deleting a couple of emails that are cluttering. I don't like clutter in my email box. Anything else, clutter is fine, but don't you touch my email box. Tell them you will advertise them on my stream, but ask before I go. I mean, advertisement is advertisement, but I'm not going to throw this guy's presentation off by shoving my phone in his face. Plus, last time I had to keep getting up and because they don't serve you four different cups of teas. They serve you the same tea. Sorry, the tea in the same cup, and you have to like get up and rinse it out with hot water and go back to your seat. So it's gonna be really difficult to do it all one handed. So I'm just saying. Oh, but the last time I went, it was an amazing experience, and I'm definitely looking forward to this one as well. Um, this is it's like it's an expansion of my experience, and that's something that you can't really what's the word I'm looking for, like you can't really put a label on it, you know? Like, this is just something I liked. I want to try it again. Now, at Adagio, I could probably do the stream a lot easier because, one, they know me a lot better. And two, it's more of a one-on-one experience. I don't have the whole crowd to deal with. You know? Like, whoever goes with me to the tasting, they're gonna consent. Whoever's doing the tasting will probably consent. Um, but yeah, I mean, you know what? Next time I go, I'll ask them because I keep forgetting. But for something like this, why not? You know, I mean, they really enjoy it. So this is something that you guys can experience as well, along with, and you know, it'll be a fun time had by all. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I just went off on a large tangent. Mm. So we're at that time again. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to throw at me, go right ahead. Now's the time. I only have like maybe a quarter of a cup left. I know your answer, Teresa. I mean your question. What would I pair this with? Um, it's got like a vanilla and orangey kind of flavor to it. So I would go with like a sherbet, a sorbet also, um, cookies specifically. Um, Specifically, I would go with a wafer, like a vanilla wafer. I did say it. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I said. Oh, excuse me. I said what it would what it would pair with. Um. Let's see. I mean, it's a very sweet tea, so I wouldn't really pair it with anything specifically savory. Maybe waffles. I would put it. Yeah. You know what? That's a great tea to go with like waffles or pancakes or something like that. Gingerbread. Yeah, because of the spice in it. Yeah, definitely. Come get your my god dog. She unmade the bed and got fur all over the sheets. Oh, Bella, give her this disappointed look to me. To for me. I'm sure that that she would feel her shame. But you know what? You know, she's she's a spoiled brat. I contributed to that a little bit. Yeah, ginger snaps. Definitely ginger snaps. That's the way to go. Like anything with a little bit of a ginger kick to it, with a little bit of spice, it would go very well. Um, what else? She saw it first. She absolutely did. Just like you showed her my phone. I mean your phone, my face on your phone. Yeah, that ought to put her in her place. As a matter of fact, I'll take a photo of that, and you can show it to her every time she misbehaves. So that'll just knock her into place. Oh, I miss her too. I would wag my tail for her if I had one. She's a little munchkin. I spoiled her rotten. Mm. Okay. Announcements. Okay. Next week I'm going to be doing the the raffle. It was supposed to be. It's usually this week, but because of the holiday season, I didn't want to. I didn't want to like interrupt everybody's holidays and all of that. So the raffle is going to be coming up next week. I already announced the prize. It's going to be all loose leaf teas. The chai sampler. Let me pull it up right here because I don't remember which ones were in it. Uh, it's in the gift center. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, the sampler chai teas. There we go. Okay, so it's gonna be uh four different teas. Now, please keep in mind before you enter that this will be um all loose leaf. So, excuse me. just be forewarned. You might have to get an infuser to go with it. But this is gonna have four teas to it. It's gonna be Thai chai, spiced apple chai, chocolate chai, and masala chai. There's no rooibos in any of these, so you don't have to worry about picking and choosing. But yeah, this one, like, I've had all four of those, and all four are amazing. Like, they are some of my favorites. So I'll send the link later next week, so you guys can enter in over the weekend, and one lucky winner will get that sent to their house. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I love every single one of those. And I have bought that specific sampler before, and it's so good. So yeah, that's gonna be coming up. Next week I'll be doing Thai chai. That was the first one that was on that list. So I guess it'll be fitting because whoever wins it will win the Thai chai of that week. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. What's coming up? Any announcements? Okay, I might as well make the announcement for that right now. You guys know that Charity Month is coming up. Probably going to be in March. I was thinking about doing February, but February's only got 28 days in it. So that I'm going to save it. Absolutely, Thai chai is boss. But yeah, I want to do the doggone it, I lost my train of thought. I want to do the charity. So I want to start taking suggestions for different charities to come in, and we'll do polls. Whatever charity wins will get the donation for whatever it is that we'll be doing it for. And I'll be setting up different challenges for myself after we get every every tier reached. So stand by on that. But yeah, you guys start thinking about charities that you want to give to. And we'll see if we can raise a little money for it. What else? That, I believe, is that. I can't think of any other announcements. I thought I had one more. Um, hmm. But it's just not coming to mind. Tea crawl. I guess that's still in the works. We're planning out a little bit more of a that's what it was. Tika Shvenda. Not Miriam, Shanna, we were talking about that. If you guys are interested, you're in the Chicago area and you're interested in doing a tea tasting as like a large group, let me know. I'm going to be posting that as well on the tea group. Just show of hands, basically. Who's going to be interested, and once we get a good number, I'll let you guys know, and then we'll see what we can do about just having one large group do a tea tasting. That sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you know what? We'll do that. Tea crawl. I already said that. Yeah, we're planning on doing that probably next year. Tilula. Oh, Tilula. Yeah. Not good. Yeah. All the names. I know too many tea places. But yeah, Tilula. That's what I meant. Yeah, we'll be looking into that as well. Is there anything else? Probably not. So I got one last sip to go, So it's final call. Any any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Now's the time, because it's my last sip. Down the hatch. Ah, so good. Oh, and now that it's like super cool, it's also super sweet. But all right, thanks guys for joining me once again. This has been a great experience with no technical issues whatsoever, which I am highly grateful for. I'm going to go ahead and post the link to that if you want to try it for yourself. I highly recommend it. It's a great tea. So just keep an eye out, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.